In a shocking legal twist no one saw coming, Robyn Brown tried to have Janelle removed from Coyote Pass, yes, the land they all built their futures on. But when a lawyer was brought in, cameras caught what Robyn never wanted aired. And while this happened, court records revealed Robyn moved family funds just days before Kody's complete emotional breakdown on set. This is no longer just a family fight, this is financial warfare, betrayal, and legal chaos. Let's unpack everything the cameras couldn't show, until now.
Meanwhile,
what is Coyote Pass?
Are already combing through Cody's
Why it matters so
episodes,
much?
counting every time he swore he
Coyote Pass isn't just land, it's the symbolic promise of the sister-wife's future.
Imagine the blast radius.
Janelle's RV moment, sleeping on dirt while Robyn stayed in a $900,000 mansion. The promise, each wife would get an equal portion. But nothing was signed, just verbal agreements. TLC kept airing it like a dream, but behind the scenes, the paperwork stalled, intentionally. Studio microphone without a legal deed. Janelle had no protection. And Robyn allegedly used that against her. The lawyer incident, leaked footage and confession. Family hired a property attorney to discuss parcel division. Robyn allegedly brought up concerns Janelle had no legal claim because her name wasn't on the land. Kody sided with Robyn, but TLC's cameras caught the lawyer shutting it down. The lawyer clarified, as a marital asset purchased during the family's collective effort, Janelle had a legitimate claim, even without formal paperwork. Janelle was stunned. The footage never aired in full. But according to leaked transcripts and multiple insider sources, Robyn got emotional and accused Janelle of trying to steal land from her kids. It wasn't about fairness. It was about control. Follow the money, Robyn's fund transfers. New court docs, verified public records, show financial transactions between family LLCs and Robyn's personal account. Funds moved just before Kody's tax default warning and land development freeze. Fans noticed Robyn's shopping habits, new furniture deliveries, private trips, yet claiming money is tight. Viewers thought it was emotional dysfunction. But the paper trail shows it was much deeper, asset consolidation. Commentary, how family LLCs can be used to mask ownership, asset protection 101. Betrayed, alone, and off the grid. Janelle felt cut off emotionally and financially. Kody's refusal to support her RV lifestyle, refused to live with her or help with the septic permit. Robyn allegedly refused shared access to utilities from her property, despite having extra hookups. Janelle wasn't just off-grid. She was abandoned. Emotional scene, Janelle breaking down in a confessional, I don't think he loves me anymore. Educational interlude, the legal side of family property fights. Expert commentary voiceover, scripted why property held in LLCs without written agreements often leads to betrayal. What the average viewer can learn, protect yourself, especially in plural or communal relationships. Discussion of estate planning, marital property laws, and verbal contract limitations. This isn't just drama. It's a warning. Kody's meltdown, after the paper trail came out. Kody began to panic when the financial discrepancies were raised. TLC producers allegedly caught him yelling offset, "I didn't know she did that." Sources say he was shaking, pacing, and refused to film after finding out about the fund transfers. Robyn allegedly downplayed it, calling it misunderstanding. But insiders claim Kody was preparing to move out temporarily. He felt betrayed by his only legal wife. The hidden plan? Robyn's endgame and why it matters. Fan theory supported by timeline. Robyn's long-term plan might have been to isolate her part of the family wealth. Move into legal ownership, sadly phase out other wives. Rebrand the family unit around just her kids and Kody. Comparison: how narcissistic family systems isolate and consolidate power. Educational again. This wasn't just self-preservation. It was strategic maneuvering. Where is Janelle now? And the new legal fight coming. Janelle is allegedly working with her own attorney. Rumors of lawsuit over her share of Coyote Pass. TLC insiders say she may film her own spin-off focused on legal empowerment, RV life, and starting over. She has nothing left to lose. And that makes her the most dangerous one now. Robyn thought the cameras would protect her. But the courtroom doesn't care about edits. And Janelle? She's not just fighting for land, she's fighting for justice. What comes next could tear the entire Brown legacy apart. Overview of how Coyote Pass became the symbolic future for the Brown family. Purchased for $820,000, intended to be equally divided between all wives. Kody verbally promised equal shares. Christine left first, but Janelle stayed, believing in the land and future. Coyote Pass was never just land, it was the dream. But that dream had no legal foundation. Janelle's RV moment introduced, living rough, while Robyn stayed in luxury. She trusted Kody's word. But Robyn trusted something else, the deed. TLC cameras were there when a family lawyer was consulted to discuss parcel division. Robyn allegedly pushed the lawyer. Can Janelle legally build without her name on the title? Janelle was shocked. This had never been questioned before. In that moment, the illusion of sisterhood shattered. The lawyer responded, "She has equitable rights. You can't remove her just because she's not on paper." Robyn allegedly broke down, saying she was trying to protect her kids' inheritance. But it wasn't about protection. It was about possession. Kody sat silent. Deep dive into public financial records uncovered by fan sleuths. Funds from Brown Family LLC moved into accounts tied to Robyn and Kody. Timeline overlaps with Janelle moving into RV. Land development stalled. Robyn's lifestyle surging. Money moved. And then everything else stopped. Educational moment. How LLC fund transfers can shield assets during property disputes. Why paper trails are more important than verbal promises. Janelle gave up everything for family. Robyn secured everything for herself. Janelle living off-grid in Arizona heat. Using generator power, water containers, no septic tank. Robyn refused to share utility hookups, even when asked. Kody refused to live with her or assist with basic needs. Janelle wasn't just off-grid, she was emotionally exiled. Scene of her crying in confessional. "I feel like I don't even have a family anymore." Scripted voiceover expert. What is equity versus ownership? Why verbal agreements don't hold up in court? How to secure your place when joint property is involved. If your name isn't on the deed, the law doesn't know you exist. Behind-the-scenes sources say a producer revealed the fund transfers. "She moved the money without telling me." He stormed off, hit a tree, and refused to film the rest of the day. It wasn't just betrayal from his wives. It was from the only wife he thought was loyal. Robyn claimed it was a banking error. TLC cut most of the footage. Janelle stops answering Kody's calls. Christine says Janelle has legal options. Meri expresses sympathy, but distances herself. Kody seen living separately for weeks. This wasn't a breakup. It was a collapse. Janelle hires property attorney. Exploring lawsuit for property rights. Financial fraud if joint funds were moved without full consent. Christine rumored to support her in court. Janelle isn't seeking revenge. She's demanding fairness. Robyn avoids press questions. Kody disappears from social media. If Janelle wins in court, Robyn may be forced to return the money or lose her part of Coyote Pass. Kody could face financial exposure. And the entire Brown legacy might be rewritten by the very woman they tried to push out. What if we told you Robyn tried to erase Janelle from the family's most valuable asset and had a plan to do it legally? What if we told you the cameras caught the lawyer's response, but TLC never aired the full moment? And what if, behind the scenes, Robyn secretly moved family money before Kody spiraled into one of the worst meltdowns we've ever seen? This is the story they never wanted you to know. The betrayal. The bank accounts. The land grab. And the moment Kody realized everything was collapsing. Explain how Coyote Pass was purchased in 2018 for $820,000 in cash by the Brown family under Brown Family Entertainment LLC. The land was to be divided equally among the 4 wives, equal investment, equal future. Robyn pushed to delay building on the land, citing COVID, family needs, and unfair timelines. But Janelle, practical, self-reliant, was tired of waiting. She bought a fifth-wheel RV and moved on to her share. But here's the problem: Janelle's name wasn't officially on the deed. Only Kody and Robyn's were. And that was Robyn's first card to play. A private legal advisor was brought in off-camera to settle parcel disputes. TLC filmed the meeting, but only aired a sanitized version. Leaked documents show Robyn's concern: if Janelle has no legal documentation, is she allowed to build? Robyn proposed excluding Janelle until proper permission could be granted by Kody. Janelle was stunned. She thought this was a family, not a monarchy. The lawyer clarified, since the land was purchased as a community marital asset, and Janelle had contributed financially and lived there, she had equitable rights. Robyn's face dropped. She protested, but the lawyer shut her down. You don't get to dictate retroactive legal rights over communal property. This wasn't about paperwork. It was about power. Robyn wanted Janelle off the land. But she couldn't legally erase her. Through public records, fan sleuths uncovered a pattern. In 2022, funds were transferred from the Brown Family Entertainment LLC to a newer entity Repper. Through public records, fan sleuths uncovered a pattern. In 2022, funds were transferred from the Brown Family Entertainment LLC to a newer entity reportedly controlled by Robyn and Kody. This occurred shortly before Janelle's financial independence journey and before Kody's land development plans stalled. Meanwhile, Robyn continued living lavishly: designer decor, Disney trips, upgraded wardrobe for her children, and rumored private school deposits. So how was Robyn living so comfortably when Janelle couldn't even get plumbing on her land? How LLCs work in family businesses. How moving funds within the same household can legally hide assets. Robyn didn't just ask for more. She allegedly moved more. And Kody didn't notice until it was too late. Emotional flashbacks: Janelle crying in her confessional about being stuck, abandoned. Robyn refused to share her utilities, even though her mansion sat near the land's utility line. Kody refused to help with septic permits, calling the RV plan unrealistic. At one point, Janelle was using a friend's shower off-site and running on battery power and propane. Janelle wasn't just isolated, she was strategically starved out. The turning point: Janelle told cameras, "This isn't a family anymore. I'm on my own." Feature commentary from a scripted legal expert voiceover. In plural families without legal marriage between all parties, things get complicated fast. Unless your name is on the deed or there's a signed agreement, your contribution could mean nothing in court. It's not about what was promised, it's about what's provable. Janelle's mistake was trusting Kody's word. But Robyn brought a lawyer. Insiders say after a producer brought up the financial reports and land deed issues, Kody snapped. Reportedly stormed off set, screaming, "She moved the money without me?" Witnesses say Kody looked white as a ghost, pacing, punching a tree outside his home. For a man obsessed with control, this was betrayal. Robyn allegedly blamed accounting confusion. TLC considered cutting the footage, too intense for air. But the fallout changed everything. Kody began sleeping in another room. He told producers, "I need to step back." Multiple outlets confirm Janelle has been in touch with a property rights attorney. She's considering legal action to secure her share of Coyote Pass and to audit shared family funds. Meanwhile, Christine, now legally distanced, has offered to testify in support of Janelle, calling it financial abuse. This isn't a spiritual battle anymore. It's legal war. Robyn refuses to comment publicly. Kody says it's nobody's business. If Janelle sues, Robyn could be forced to disclose everything: her finances, her communications, her intentions. And if that happens, the truth about what really happened to the Brown family's money might finally come out. What's coming isn't just a property battle. It's a reckoning. And this time, the cameras will protect anyone. If you want part 2, what Meri knew, and why Christine might testify in court, subscribe and comment fight back below. What if the signs were always there? What if Robyn told us she'd claimed the land years before it happened? 2012 interview resurfaced where Robyn says, "I just want my kids to have something permanent. I'll fight for that." Timeline breakdown: how her mansion, land, and family finances were always subtly set up for control. Reanalyzing Robyn's crime scenes from earlier seasons with new context. She wasn't just emotional. She was executing a plan. A deeper look at why Janelle didn't put her name on the land. Kody allegedly said it would complicate taxes. But financial experts say that's a common tactic to block ownership rights. Did Robyn and Kody pressure her not to sign legal documents early on? Use visuals, timeline documents, red flags. It wasn't a mistake. It was the setup. What does Arizona law say about marital property? Can verbal agreements hold up? Could Robyn actually be ordered to return funds? Use dramatized reenactments or animations to simulate courtroom scenes. This could become the most public legal unraveling in reality TV history. Behind the scenes info: Kody now isolated, no legal wives. Rumors of TLC rebranding the show around just the kids or new spin-offs. Fan reactions, top trending tweets, Reddit speculation. Emotional angle: Kody's last confessional where he says, "I don't know who I am anymore." He lost control, lost trust, and now, he's losing relevance. This wasn't just about land. It was about betrayal, trust, and the collapse of a 15-year illusion. If you believe this story deserves to be heard, like, share, and comment, expose the truth. Because the next chapter is already being written, and it's going to court.